Good morning, everybody. How you doing? It's me, Paddy from Across the Shuck, and you're very welcome back to the channel. And today I have 3 new second-hand knives that I bought on the tubes, on the what do you call it? On these groups, the Facebook groups, and that's the way I buy most of my knives now. I try to stay away from buying new knives. There is times when I have to. One of these I paid a lot of money for because it's one that I'd wanted for my collection. But that's one of them things as well. If you're a collector, sometimes you just have to splash out the cash because they don't come up that often. So this is one I've done. So it's this one here, which is a Blade Forums, 2017 Blade Forums. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about this one later, but I'm going to talk about this one here, which is a Boker. And it's not a knife that I love Boker knives, but it's one of them knives that I always I love the look of them, but I don't have a great lot of use for them. So I managed to get this at a price that was really satisfying. And thank you to the fella who sold 2 knives to me, this one and the other one here, the next one we'll see. And he sold them at a great price. And I mean, they're like new, literally like new. So let's just get into it before I start waffling on too much. Over the moon. Now, the reason I opened all these up, they came in large boxes and I wasn't sure what was in them. Now, thankfully I did open them because they were all full of them, sliced up bits of paper. So it was nice to do it over the sink and not on my living room floor where I normally do it. So inside you get this lovely box. These are just a lovely presentation box. And it is, put that over there. And it's this Boker knife. And again, it's not something, although I might be tempted to carry if I was going to a barbecue or something like that, or maybe even down the woods it would be handy. I'm not sure. But just to have as one of my collections, look at this. It's that humpback, which I really always liked. This is in oak barrel wood, beautifully done. You can see the light oak barrel there and the burning on it, and you have the Boker Soligen on it there. I just think this is a stunning looking little knife. And it's a very simple, it's a wine vine or whatever they call it, something very similar to that. It has a nice spear point blade. Really lovely. Reminds me very much of a Wenger, not a Wenger, yes, the Wenger knives. Really nice blade. I love it. Nice bit of belly on it. Just a really useful blade. It also has a bottle opener and a little screwdriver if you need it. And then you have the obligatory, in a wine knife, you have this lovely corkscrew. And it's a 5 screw, so it'll get a good depth in it. The only thing with the corkscrew is it's solid. Normally you like a corkscrew. Oh, sorry, I'm telling a complete lie. Look at that. It's raising up the back spring that's on the main knife. Yes, it can bend. And that means when you're pulling it out, you're taking the pressure off it. So it is just perfect. There you go. And these are my first sort of fondlings of them. And I am just glad I've got it for the collection. I just love Boker anyway. And it really is just a little treasure. So I'm really, really glad to have that. There'll be reviews coming on them. So this is just a short overview. I'll look at them. This next one didn't come in this leather wallet, the leather slip. I put it on it, and it's where it's going to stay because I actually love it. And it's this is taking me back to my childhood when seals and all weren't a thing in the movies. It was John Wayne, Cowboys and Indians, the films I went to see on a Saturday at the Pictures. So I'd always wanted one of these, but I didn't want to pay the price for them. So this came as a package with these 2, and I got them for an excellent price. And I'm so glad I did. So glad I did. Look at this. What a beautiful, I would call it a single bladed trapper, but you have John Wayne's signature on there. And I'm looking at this, the shield. It's got D on it, and I'm not sure what that D is with like 2 flames. I'm not sure what it is. It's a case knife, so maybe somebody can fill me in on that, but I've not seen that before at all. And it's got a thumb stud. And you have this beautiful, just glorious big clip. Isn't that just gorgeous? It really is just a beautiful mirror finished cases. When they do it, they do it. I always say this, This is beautiful. And it's a liner lock. So what a lovely camp eating knife to have. It is just, look at the fit and finish on this. Is there any sort of faults on it? Not really. This is a wee bit high up there, but that's it. I mean, it would never bother me in the slightest. This is just beautiful. And there was a bit of marking on the bolster here. And I took out a bit of silver glit, put it on it, and boy, it just came up lovely. Brought it back to life again. Absolutely love this knife. This is just, I mean, I'm getting more and more into the slim trapper. I don't know why after all these years, but that is just a lovely piece for my case collection. And it's on a spring, but it's not tense at all. Bringing it back down again. You can get a bit of pressure there and then down. But beautifully. And centered. Is it centered? Well, it's slightly off. It's slightly off. But when you're opening it, you're always going to be pushing it away from that. So, you know, there's a slight bit of marking there. Nothing at all that I would worry about. I just adore it. It's a lovely knife. Glad to get that in my collection. And last, and the one that cost me a bloody fortune, but I did want it. This is the tube that it comes in. It's a 2017 Blade Forums, and these are a limited run. I think it actually says, yeah, limited production run. And it's a Barlow. It's a number 15 pattern. It's got the 3. The main blade is signified by the number 3, which is a sheep's foot, 1 blade, and 2017. So just something that really excites me. Now, I put it in this case just for the video. It came in this case. He just threw the case in as well, or I'm not even sure, that might have come with the knife when it came, but it was very, very nice of him, and I thank him. His name's John. I'm not going to give his surname out because I haven't asked his permission yet, but this is a brand new little case. But what I will use this little orange case for, I haven't got one, for orange, my orange, this is, I always carry in my left-hand pocket a pen and a torch, a small torch. And I'm going to use this to store them in from now on. This is what the orange case is going to be for. So thank you very much, John. Maybe not your intended purposes, but it will definitely suit. I know I've got a bit sidetracked there, but this is what I do with it. I'll just show you. I have all different ones for the different coloured knives that I take. I have a blue one, a green one, a reddy maroon coloured one. I just have so many. So that's where that's going, John. Thank you very, very much. That will sit over there. And I always put one of them in my pocket when I'm going out. So what's this knife like? Well, I'm going to tell you what it's like. It's like this here. Look at this. This is a TC Barlow, made for Blade Forums with this natural canvas micarta. And this has not been carried much at all. This has just been fondled over the years, and so many years, because it hasn't got that darkened lilt to the colour of it. Oh, gee, there we go. That's gone. It's cracked and wrecked for life. Have I wrecked it? No. No, I haven't. And it's got the non-shiny, I can't remember what you call that there. You know, that sort of bolster that's non-shiny? I'm a technical whiz kid, aren't I? But I know what I like. And this is lovely. This has about a 6 pull, but it's perfect. And the tension of the blade, it is absolutely fantastic. This is a gorgeous GEC. And to get something like this, I paid probably the max I'll ever pay for a GEC. You know, this was £190 to me. But I just wanted it. You know, it's a rarer model, but I love the fact it's there. I haven't decided whether I'm going to use this or not, because I already have, where's my GECs? I already have this knife, which is another 15 in a sheep's foot. And this is this is my user. It's exactly the same size, just not a Barlow. So I might use this till it's coming near getting retirement, and then I'll go back onto this. I'm not sure. I love this so much. I can see this being in my pocket next week. Not good at keeping things, but I mean that's the most I'll probably pay for, because that's, I think once I get up to £200, that's my limit for GEC as a knife worth, as a collection piece. I mean, you know, you can pay whatever you want, but this is about my limit for it, because that's, that's the worth that I see in this for me. And that's what we should do. Buy knives that we think is the worth for us. It doesn't matter what other people think. But it is beautiful, I'll have to say. Very fresh, gorgeous, lovely in hand. Excuse me, just one of my perfect knives. And to get this, and this is what I want to talk a bit more. I had sold knives to buy these two, which were just cheaper knives that I sold to buy these two. I sold a GEC, and I'm just going to show you it. I sold this GEC, TC Barlow, to part fund this, because it was well short of funding it. But to part fund this, I had to sell this. This is going out to one of my friends today, and I couldn't be happier. It's just a beautiful. I always have a TC Barlow. I never want to be without one ever, and this is the only one I've got now. But you pay for what you like, and I love it. Absolutely love it. So there's 3 beautiful knives that I managed to get all in the secondary market, albeit that was dear. It's what you like. I got these for a fantastic price, but there's 3 knives for my collection. I had to let 2 go to get these 3, but there's a good way. I'm if you like just to collect and say I'm one up, if you like, but I don't regret any of them. Absolutely love them. Really tickled pink with this to have this in my collection. Tickled pink. I wouldn't carry the big heavy ones, but this is lovely. It really is just a single spring. So it is nice and slim, but you still have that hump on it, which is the thing that I wanted in sort of the camp knife, although this is more of a bartender's wine knife. There you go, 3 knives. Excited, Paddy. So excited, especially to get this one. I am chuffed to bits with this one. Love it. There you go. Paddy's away. All the very best. Take care now, and I'll see you very shortly for another video. Bye now.